Mary with a song written by John Denver. And it's one of the few songs when John Denver wrote it, he recorded it. Peter, Paul, and Mary did a better version of it, just the way I hear it. Anyway, coming up, we're going to check in with the NFL Network now. And before we're through, we will keep you informed what's going on around the world, what's going on around California, what's going around your neighborhood. We'll give you all that information just ahead on AM 1230 KXO.
I'm Kayla Burton with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Denzel Ward is now the highest paid cornerback in NFL history. The Browns Pro Bowler agreed to a 5-year extension with the team Monday, worth a record $100.5 million. Elsewhere, Patrick Mahomes spoke for the first time since the Chiefs traded Tyreek Hill. While he'll miss the speedy All-Pro, the Chiefs QB says he likes KC's newly signed bigger receivers like Juju Smith-Schuster and Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
We have a lot of size in that receiving room that we haven't necessarily had in the past. We've done it different ways with speed and beating guys deep and stuff like that. But to have big physical receivers that can still run, that can still catch the ball over the top, just having that size I think will be different. I'm excited for it.
And the Lions are meeting with 2 of the draft's top quarterback prospects. They'll host Liberty's Malik Willis today and Pitt's Kenny Pickett tomorrow. Ole Miss QB Matt Corral also getting interest. He'll meet this week with the Falcons and the Saints. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Whoa, Greg's up.
He's never up this early.
Hey, guys. Okay, so this is called a Bell Breakfast Box from Taco Bell. Oh, thanks. I can read.
And that's a coffee. Helps you open your eyes.
And that's a breakfast burrito. You can start from either end.
You guys always this condescending in the morning?
Pretty much.
Wake up with the new $5 Bell Breakfast Box, filled with a grande toasted breakfast burrito, hash brown, 2 Cinnabon Delights, and a coffee. At limited participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. Drinks excludes freezes.
If you work remote, Staples has you covered.
A mid-mod desk chair to rejuvenate my ho-hum workspace.
Staples has you covered.
A gaming chair for a serious competitor.
A super stylish desk that will save me space and money.
Staples has you covered with remote workspace products and design tips curated by Jasmine Roth and Staples Work From Home Style Squad. Now save up to $100 on select chairs. Explore solutions for your remote workspace at Staples, the working and learning store. Ends 4/30. Limit 2 in-store only.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. It's Tuesday, 19th day of April, 2022. In the newsroom, Gene Brister. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
The coffee is especially good this morning. I found some licorice jelly beans in the couch, the cushions of the couch in the lobby here at KXO.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a little bit fuzzy, but they give the coffee some extra body.
So they're kind of a greenish color then.
No, they're licorice. They're still black.
Okay.
The fuzz is kind of an indeterminate color.
Oh, maybe the rotting process had started.
Yes. Anyway, what's going on? Lots of things going on. This is the week.
Yeah, try to figure out who's on spring break and who isn't.
Just roll with it because you and I are here and that's all that counts.
Yep.
So.
Yes.
Yes. The spring break, well, I know OABC is in session. In El Centro, the high schools are out. The elementary schools are out as well. Yeah. But who knows?
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, I'll bet there's one person that knows, probably at the Imperial County Office of Education. What do you think?
Well, I would certainly hope so.
Yeah, you think it might be Dr. Todd Fennell?
Sure.
Should be. Okay.
Yeah, in fact, he said anytime, give him a call.
Yes.
6 a.m. he prefers. But
we haven't picked on the Kardashians in a while. I mean, there's not much left, and trying to figure out exactly what they are talented at. I have no clue other than they seem to be able to make a lot of money.
Yep.
Anyway,
they figured it out.
Yeah, the Kardashians went to Disneyland. They cut in line, jumped on rides by themselves while crowds were forced to wait. A viral video showed Kim and Khloe riding the Mad Tea Party surrounded by 15 empty teacups as miffed Visitors looked on. Yeah, I understand the visitors wanted to throw rotten food at the sisters, but hey, they couldn't afford the $20 Disney charges for a spoiled tomato.
Yes.
Yes. Hey, we can do whatever we want. Yes. I think this is all amidst one of the several lawsuits that they are currently experiencing.
Well, that's how they make money.
I suppose.
Reverse suits.
Yes. Okay. We've got some birthdays today. Are you ready?
Yes, sirree. Let's have those big shot birthdays so we can get into the real people.
Okay. Actor Eleanor Donahue. She was on Father Knows Best. She was the oldest daughter, and she was also in the Griffith Show for a while. And Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, she is 85. Alan Price plays keyboards for the Animals, 80. Actor Tim Curry, 76. Mark Bowman, Flo of the Turtles, 75. Actor Tony Plana, 70. Actor Tom Wood, 59. Actor Kim Hawthorne, 54. Actor Ashley Judd, 54. Singer Luis Miguel, 52. Actor Jennifer Esposito, 50. Actor Jennifer Taylor, 50. Actor James Franco, 44. Actor Kate Hudson, 43. Actor Hayden Christensen is 41. Actor Catalina Sandino Moreno is 41. Actor Ali Wong, 40. Actor Victoria Yates is 39. And actor Cortland Meade is 35. Got local birthdays. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Aaron Duarte, Christian Duarte, and Mark Duarte, Alexis Rivera, Teresa Diaz, Lizzie Morta, Ryan Campo, Loretta Tabazon, Maggie Soto, Alice Spa, Jason James Harrington, Marcos Monje, Victor Saldana, Arturo Ramirez, Azariah Sampson, Gina Sanchez Macias, Jaime Gonzalez, Robert Valdez, Ron Byron, and Susie Vallarta. Happy birthday from KXO. Okie dokie. And our list today, fortified by triplets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortified by, you said triplets?
Yes.
Wow.
The Duarte triplets.
All right.
Okay. All of a sudden you got a gang of kids in the house, right?
Yeah, that's like a snap of the finger.
Oh, well. Anyway, the National Highway Administration says new vehicles sold in the U.S. will have to average 40 miles per gallon by 2026. I figure by then we'll be known as the United States of Amazon, and we'll be burning cardboard in our cars, so who really cares, right?
That's right.
Got to get rid of that, the cardboard boxes somehow.
That would certainly be one way.
Yeah.
You might be a little sooty, but you'd figure it out.
Okay. Anyway, we've got news and stuff. Keep you informed what's going on around the Imperial Valley. And we're going to start off with what's going on around the world and California. It's World and California News headlines right now, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. 99, the high yesterday. We're going to be close to that again today. Triple digits aren't far away. Give Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal a call. Get that preseason checkup done now.
CBS News special report. Some commuters, like these New York City subway riders, are cautious a day after a federal judge struck down the CDC's mask mandate.
It doesn't matter to me what they do in Florida. I'm still going to be wearing my mask.
I personally choose to wear one for my own safety and well-being.
This airline passenger at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson is rejoicing.
We can breathe again, and we can really be ourselves again. It's good to see people's faces.
4 major U.S. airlines have dropped mask requirements since yesterday's ruling, so has Uber. CBS News medical contributor Dr. David Agus is concerned.
Many people need protection because they're not vaccinated, because they have other medical conditions, etc.
But it does not look like mandatory face coverings are coming back. Correspondent Errol Barnett is at Reagan National near Washington.
So far, there is no legal challenge to Monday's federal court ruling, so effectively, the government's mask mandate for travel is done.
CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news: a suspect in custody in the stabbing death of a teenage girl on a high school campus in Stockton.
When the incident happened, there were staff immediately there. It happened so quick that they weren't able to stop it, but they were there immediately, hence why the assailant was able to be detained and taken into custody immediately.
Stockton Unified School District Superintendent John Ramirez: a motive for the attack unknown, as is the relationship between the suspect and the victim. The Biden administration says the TSA won't enforce mask use on public transportation after a federal court judge in Florida struck down the travel mask mandate. Dr. Alok Patel at Stanford Children's Health.
I just feel for those out there who have children under the age of 5 or people who are immunocompromised, who are essentially being told to fend for themselves in this environment.
LAX officials already announcing they're lifting mask requirements there. SFO waiting for further guidance from the TSA. More rain in much of Northern California remaining in the forecast for much of the week in areas like Sacramento. Chef Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your air conditioning and sheet metal provider. They're the best. Lock Air Conditioning and custom sheet metal.
Rob tried to manage his constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating day after day. After realizing it was irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, he found another way and finally said yes to adding Linzess.
Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Talk to a doctor today. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by Appy and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
Page one of the local news is a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire Auto Centers, 3 of them in the Valley, at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning, a fatality in the Dunes. George Gale filed this story.
Well, how about Eli?
How about Carroll Buckley?
No, Eli.
Eli. Okay,
Eli Moreno-Drew. Can't you see
anybody
him?
else that I can cover the name on?
Yeah, he's there in the corner.
Okay.
Okay.
Dunes fatality, a Friday afternoon accident in the Imperial Sand Dunes recreation area claimed the life of a man. According to the California Highway Patrol, shortly after 1 p.m. Friday afternoon, a 2022 Can-Am Maverick UTV driven by 25-year-old Byung-Lang Lee of Los Angeles. The UTV was headed south along the side of a sand dune when the UTV overturned and rolled down the hill. A passenger of the vehicle was partially ejected and suffered fatal injuries. Lee and 2 other passengers were not injured. The fatally injured man is 29 years old and from Walnut, California. His name was not released. According to the initial investigation, all 4 individuals were wearing proper safety equipment. The crash remains under investigation.
In other local news, the IID Board of Directors, since it's Tuesday, they meet today. That meeting will be held in La Quinta. The directors hold at least 4 meetings a year in La Quinta. The meetings deal mostly with power issues. The meeting will begin with 3 presentations. Service awards will be presented to 8 employees. There will be a presentation on the Coachella Valley City's infrastructure financing concept. The third presentation will be the Riverside County IID power outage concept of operations. On the action agenda, the directors will be asked to approve the contract for internal auditor. They will adopt the board's position on state legislation, and they will be asked to approve energy cost adjustment billing factors. Public session begins at 1 p.m. The meeting can be viewed via live stream, available on the IID website. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Hi, this is Mike Allison, Parts and Service Director, El Centro Motors and Imperial Volkswagen. I want to let everybody know two great specials we have at our Brawley Quick Lane and Off-Road Center. First, our high-pressure Built Tough spray liner, which can be sprayed on anything that rolls for $9.99 per month. And second, our lift kits, including method wheels and needle tires for as low as $89 per month OAC. If you can't make it here, we also have our other locations at El Centro Motors, the mall, and our mobile van for your convenience. Remember, if you don't see us first, we can't save you any money.
In other local news, there were two minor earthquakes. Here's Eli Moreno-Drew.
Two minor earthquakes. The U.S. Geological Survey recorded two small earthquakes just south of the border. The first, a magnitude 3.0, was recorded at 3:22 p.m., followed by a magnitude 3.5 shaker at 3:35 p.m. The Monday afternoon tumblers had an epicenter 18 to 19 miles southeast of Mexicali, Baja California. There were no reports of injuries or damages.
In other local news, a statewide free Clean California Dump Days. It's going to be held on April 23rd. That is Earth Day. Caltrans will be celebrating by hosting free dump day events throughout the state of California. Caltrans will welcome everyone to bring non-hazardous, unwanted items to the nearest dump day event for free disposal. There will be two sites in Imperial County, in El Centro at the maintenance yard. That's 1102 Montenegro Way in El Centro from 7 a.m. till 11 a.m., or until capacity is reached at the site. Also at the Brawley Yard, 200 South Palm Avenue in Brawley, again from 7 a.m. till 11 a.m. or until capacity is reached at the site. Collection is limited to household items such as tires, metal, plastic, fiberglass, fabric, asphalt, dirt, concrete, wood, mattresses, household appliances, and landscape trimmings. No construction materials, hazardous waste, e-waste, treated wood waste, or asbestos, or any type of asbestos. That will conclude this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the Valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Golden State Extracts, CBD, is the first fully licensed GMP certified hemp processor in California making CBD. Everything is done right here in the Imperial Valley, from growing to processing and manufacturing. Our products derived from hemp are a natural form of pain relief to help you with your aches and pains, help you sleep better, and lower your stress with our specially formulated tinctures, pain creams, and gummies. Best of all, you can visit Golden State Extracts CBD locally at their Imperial location, 520 West 8th Road. For more information and benefits of CBD, visit them on the web at goldenstateextracts.com or call 760-355-9134. That's 355-9134.
Page 2 of the Local News and weather brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
The County Board of Supervisors meet today, being Tuesday. They face a short agenda for today. Here's more on that story.
County supervisors face a short agenda today. The supervisors will conduct the meeting as the Air Pollution Control District. They will be asked to ratify a co-application with the City of Calexico in an amount just over $3.3 million submitted to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency for the Targeted Airshed Grant Program. They will also be asked to approve a funding agreement with the City of Calexico All Paving Project in an amount not to exceed just over $3.3 million. Still sitting as the APCD, they will discuss two appointments to the Air Pollution Control Hearing Board for a term of 3 years. The meeting will be held in the Administration Building on Main Street in El Centro today.
Unemployment is down in Imperial County. The latest report is for March. Unemployment estimates are released by the Labor Market Information Division of the Employment Development Department. The jobless rate in March for Imperial County was 12.3%, down from a revised rate of 14.1% in February, and below the year-ago estimate of 17.2%. This compares with an unadjusted unemployment rate of 4.3% for California and 3.8% for the nation during the same period. According to the March report, there were 8,700 eligible workers unemployed out of a labor force of 70,300. Imperial County is still ranked 57th out of 58 California counties. And finally, El Centro police recovered a stolen car. Here's more in that story.
Car stolen and recovered. El Centro police arrested a man for possession of stolen property after he was stopped while driving a stolen SUV. An automated license plate reader reported the vehicle going northbound on Imperial Avenue at Adams Avenue at around 2:30 Sunday afternoon. The SUV was stopped just minutes later and the driver was arrested. He was then booked into Imperial County Jail on felony possession of stolen property charges.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are two locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says above normal temperatures will continue through midweek, with today being one of the hotter days with highs in the middle to upper 90s. A weak weather disturbance passing to our north will bring breezy to windy conditions this afternoon. A stronger weather system will move through the region by the end of the week, bringing much cooler temperatures that will be closer to or slightly below normal. With readings mostly in the 80s, there also will be enhanced winds. 99 the high yesterday, 58 the official low. Mostly cloudy through mid-morning today, then gradual clearing. Look for a high near 95. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles an hour this afternoon. Gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 62. West-northwest wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, decreasing to 10 to 15 miles an hour after midnight. Look for gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 88. West-northwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. We have 75 degrees downtown El Centro, and with that 16% relative humidity, wind out of the west-northwest, 7 to 10 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
The Coalition of Labor, Agriculture, and Business, or COLAB, will be hosting a candidates forum for the IID Director Division 1 race at the IID Condit Auditorium on April 18th from 6 to 7 p.m. The Director Division 3 forum will be held April 20th. Another Director Division 1 forum will be held April 21st. All forums are open to the public. The forums will be streamed on the COLAB Imperial Facebook page.
And it's sports time. Sports time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action. The 76ers rolled. They topped the Raptors 112-97. Mavericks beat the Jazz 110-104. And the Warriors whipped the Nuggets 126-106. Action continues today. The Hawks and the Heat, Timberwolves and Grizzlies, and the Pelicans and the Suns will go at it.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneers services, visit pmhd.org today.
And Major League Baseball action. The Twins topped the Red Sox 8-3. Brewers beat the Pirates 6-1. Cubs over the Rays 4-2. Meanwhile, Astros, they beat the Angels 8-3. Rockies over the Phils 4-1. The Athletics topped the Orioles 5-1. It was the Dodgers beating the Braves 7-4. And the Padres with 7 hits, a new record. The Padres beat the Reds 4-1. Manny Machado led the charge. Postponed, bad weather, White Sox and the Guardians, Diamondbacks and the Nationals, the Giants and the Mets, all the East Coast games postponed because of inclement weather. Snow. Former Cy Young winner Jake Arrieta announced today that he's retiring. Well, I haven't signed the papers, man, but I'm done. It's time for me to step away from the game, Arrieta said. At some point, the uniform goes to somebody else, and it's just my time. Arrieta is 36. He was 5-14 with a 7.39 ERA last season between the Cubs and the Padres, who thought they might be able to resurrect his career, but it didn't happen. And Tom Brady said yesterday that despite announcing his retirement, he knew he could still handle another season in the NFL, and that he began to think about a return to the Buccaneers when free agency began last month. And Brady will play one more year or two. And that's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Are you looking for a job, or are you looking for the right employee for your business? Whichever the case may be, your local America's Job Center is ready to help. At a nearby job center, our career specialists will link you to numerous services to help you achieve success, including vocational training for careers in healthcare, security, truck driving, and welding industries, employment opportunities, resume development, and much more. When it comes to your business's hiring needs, our on-the-job training program will save you time and money. If you qualify, we'll reimburse you up to 75% of wages when hiring a new employee. It's simple. You hire, we pay. All services provided by the America's Job Centers are free. With convenient locations throughout Imperial County, it's easy to give yourself or your business a competitive edge. For more information, call 1-877-336-4JOB or visit www.ivworkforce.com in partnership with the Imperial County Workforce Development Board. Building our workforce.
And we've got to look at financial news with a brief look at the weather as well. All brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. The International Monetary Fund has slashed its expectations for global economic growth over the next 2 years because of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. According to the IMF, the war will severely set back global economies. The IMF now expects the world economy to expand by 3.6% in both 2022 and 2023, a sharp deceleration from growth of 6.1% in 2021. The new forecasts reflect downgrades from the January forecast. The World Bank also slashed its global growth forecast. It now expects the world economy to expand by 3.2% in 2022. And what's going on Wall Street? Well, it's one of those days where kind of a mixed bag, other than the Dow up 347 points at 34,750. The S&P 500 up 53 at 4,444. The NASDAQ up 213 points at 13,544. Gold off $31.60 an ounce. Oil is down $4.72 a barrel. Yeah, you'll see that drop reflected immediately at the pump, right?
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
We'll have clouds through mid-morning, then gradual clearing. Look for a high near 95 today. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles an hour this afternoon, with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 62. West-northwest wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, decreasing to 10 to 15 miles an hour after midnight. Gusts could reach 30 miles an hour. Sunny on Wednesday with a high near 88. West-northwest winds 10 to 15 with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. 77 degrees, 16% relative humidity. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, we want to make your every visit a great visit. We want you to have great service. We want your taste buds to dance with happiness and your thirst to be quenched. We want you to enjoy great sports and great music. But most of all, we want you to enjoy your friends, your family, your date, your business meal, your party, your mom, your dad, and even Aunt Karen. At Burgers and Beer, we're all about you. 5 locations to serve you: El Centro, Yuma, Temecula, La Quinta, and Rancho Mirage.
KXO, El Centro, California.
On the hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kafin. Wearing a mask on a commercial flight. Airlines have done away with mandates. It's now up to passengers.
I'll probably wear it until I get on the plane, and then when I sit in my seat, I will take it off.
From New York to Seattle.
I think it's time to just kind of get on with life.
CBS's Errol Barnett says it all follows federal court action.
This applies to all transit, Amtrak, your local buses, trains and subways and ferries. Uber has ended its mask policy for drivers and passengers, but there is likely to be some confusion along the way. Places like New York, for example, keeping mask mandates for state-run public transportation.
And some airports still have mask mandates in place, too. Overseas, Russia has stepped up its offensive in eastern Ukraine. The BBC's Anna Foster is in the capital, Kyiv.
Ukrainian estimates are that there are around 70,000 Russian troops in the Donbass region now, and that they are really shelling heavily that area all along that 300-mile or so front line as they try to push into the east and try to take ground, which they have been desperate to do throughout this war so far.
From Afghanistan, a snapshot of how bad things are under Taliban rule. CBS's Deborah Rodriguez says with money and food in short supply, some are selling kidneys as a last resort.
The Wall Street Journal is reporting one family took their 15-year-old son to a hospital but didn't tell him why. Doctors placed the child under anesthesia and removed his organ. The price they sold it for, $4,500, just enough to cover the amount they borrowed to pay their expenses.
Well, lawyers for Patrick Lyoya's family say an independent autopsy indicates the black man was fatally shot in the back of the head by a police officer in Grand Rapids, Michigan, while face down on the ground earlier this month. Parts of the nation's midsection got snow, not to be left out. Big sections of the Northeast now digging out today. The Weather Channel's Jim Cantori says swaths of New York and Pennsylvania got buried under more than a foot.
Some of these areas that have gotten the big amounts, we're going to top out at about 18 before all is said and done. More to come today. Snow showers all the way down through West Virginia before things begin to pull out and we get back to where we should be tomorrow.
Well, the National Teacher of the Year is Kurt Russell, a high school history teacher in Oberlin, Ohio. He spoke exclusively with CBS Mornings.
It's my responsibility to provide my students with a holistic opportunity to learn.
One student says Russell is active and expressive in the classroom. The selection is made each year by the Council of Chief State School Officers. Wall Street, the Dow is up 340 points. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
Introducing Venture X, Capital One's new travel card for people always asking,
where next?
You earn 10x miles on hotels and rental cars, and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and 2x miles on everything else you buy with Venture X. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching a kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Florida lawmakers are debating the state's new congressional redistricting map, but control now rests with the governor.
Republican Governor Ron DeSantis has drawn his own map after rejecting a bipartisan proposal weeks ago. One Democratic lawmaker says there will be repercussions for Republicans who don't support it.
The governor has threatened to primary Republican lawmakers that vote against this map.
State Senator Randolph Bracey is also a congressional candidate. He says DeSantis is trying to win support for a possible presidential bid by creating 4 districts that would be slam dunk wins for Republicans. His spokeswoman says he won't respond to, quote, unsubstantiated allegations from partisan critics. Peter King, CBS News, Orlando.
The New York Times has named Joseph Kahn its new executive editor. He's been managing editor at the paper since 2016. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.